everyone, welcome back to the stream. Thank you for waiting patiently. Obviously we had a slight technical issue that has now been resolved and everything will be underway. Now it's been sorted and put to bed, but something that will be kicking off to try and repay you guys for waiting so long will be this exciting second matchup. Obviously HellRaisers going up against Virtus Pro. Second map will be Overpass. We've waited a little bit of time now to get into it. You spoke about what you saw previously, but obviously for people that weren't here, why don't you touch on that again?
Well, obviously we just saw the win coming out from HellRaisers in the first map, a map the VP are very, very good at over on Mirage, taking it 16-10. This is a map that these teams neither play too consistently and neither of them have great results or wins on. So it's more of a proving grounds for HellRaisers. Can they do it on both maps? Not only VP's good map, but also their own bad maps. And this is going to be a perfect example as we go into the pistol round. HellRaisers on that T side, Angel going to be calling. We have Stiko on those nades and opening it up will be Angel dropping it. Snacks to do the dirty business to start things off. Pasha does get traded though by Stiko, but Snacks is still in the back lines, causing havoc left and right as he gets himself a third, going in for more, but Stiko trades, and two remain for each side.
That was so sick from Snacks on the opener, but the response has now come in from HellRaisers as well, making things a little bit more manageable. Neo and Byali, the last two CTs remaining. They've packed an absolute punch, but can they try it and keep this pain train rolling? Stiko going to be backing off. Zero as well, trying to link up with his teammate. They still have a lot of time to play with. I mean, 1 minute 8 left on the clock. There's no reason for them to rush in and go headstrong just yet. You've got utility to play with as well, so why not just try and take it slow before you commit? VP as well, playing one man to a site, not the best situation. If they lose anyone in this scenario, it's going to be very easy for the push to come through and for HellRaisers to try and lock things down. Byali, though, gets a lot of information as they peek. He was on the aggressive angle over by Short. You can see his teammate deciding if he wants to rotate over now as well as the push comes towards the B-bomb site.
The smoke will go over. That's going to make it very obvious. They still have loads of utility left to use, and it will be all expended, but it's all a fake. We can see the rotation start to come in. Now Neo's going to back off down towards B, but as they realise it's all a fake, Zero's going to push up onto that site, and it's too late here for Neo to be in position. He has to rotate back on in a little bit late. The smoke going to be held out, but he spots Neo crossing, and there we go. Neo reacts. Quick kill. Bomb planted, but Neo should be hot on his heels, ready to get the single tap that will send Stiko to the grave, but apparently not. Stiko gets it. Oh, it's Byali to trade, and VP, they are going to pick up that very, very important pistol round.
Absolutely fantastic. You get in there early, you come in hard and fast, get the opening pistol round, sets them up for potentially working their way through. Obviously, they want to try and get the next 2 rounds off the back of this as well. HellRaisers, they get the bomb down though, so they're going to have to cash play over a little bit sooner, so it will be a hard fight. HellRaisers into this one though, not able to bring anything to the table. Really, this should be the second round, easily picked up by VP. Heavy investment to the SMGs as well. One rifle will be brought up over on Snacks, the rest of them with that utility to play with. They're in a good spot, so this should be a fairly quick round.
And VP reading this safely. They know HellRaisers aren't going to force up. It'd be a risky play. We've seen some similar forces from VP, at least in the previous map, once HellRaisers had the same situation in reverse, and obviously that didn't go too well. So VP expecting HellRaisers just to fully eco this one, as they have a Deagle or two and a couple of PT-50s just to add into the mix. But I like the aggressive push from Pasha. The smoke has gone over early on, allowing him to push up without having to worry, and the boost up as well. The Deagle shot's not connecting. Pasha doesn't even know where it's coming from. He's just getting shot at, overrun with bullets. Eventually will react, but it's Bondic to fall and Stiko to trade as Neo tries to pick up the pieces of the round. So far he's done good damage, but he pincered in between 2 players, spamming away, pistol in hand, but it's Angel eventually to get some retaliation on the board.
Very awkward there, but actually HellRaisers coming out on top so far. And this is looking a little bit tasty as they work their way through. Potential for VP to actually get punished into this round and could reset their economy. HellRaisers, though, I'm going to wait and see if that is going to be the case. The peek comes out from Taz. It took him so long to transfer damage onto Dead Fox there. A huge whiff. Couldn't control the recoil, it seemed. A little bit of confusion into that play. And now Byali left in a 1 versus 3. HellRaisers with the instant response. This is just crazy.
Such a weird round to win. It's not like they even forced it as well. It was just VP overextending and getting picked off. That early push from Pasha could have been great, but it in fact was a complete opposite. The issue is obviously no one's armoured, so Byali's going to push him fast. He should be contesting this very, very quickly, just running and gunning, but again, he's up against a plethora of weapons. This M4 at range is going to be on Dead Fox. So much health as well to work with. While aim punch is an issue, apparently aim is not. Dead Fox silences the last man alive, and HellRaisers with none other than 2k investment max overall across the board are going to be able to make that work.
Really, really awkward there. Obviously, HellRaisers coming back in like that. That's so crazy because obviously, you know, the reset they have to invest quite heavily into this round. VP as well, I mean, I'm not going to be surprised. They had the upper hand by far in terms of their arsenal. You come into this now with a very weak blow, just upgraded weaponry. What makes you think they're actually going to pick this round up off the back of that? That investment could all be for nothing at this point if HellRaisers, now with just a crazy strong amount of weaponry to play with, could tear their way through them very quickly. Bayali wants to try and spark the initiative. We'll go for the opening phase, but Bondic tears him apart. Absolutely dispatched. Easy frags come out for him. A tasty 2K, but in the rear, it will be Snax. Chunky but funky, he comes out, we'll get the opening frag before he's traded out by Bondic.
3 kills on the man so far, looking for the ace, but he's just holding on for the rotations. Neo's going to spot with the scout, but the bomb is already down, and no one from HellRaisers is even going to peek this one. That's the thing, I like this. There's no reason to frag hunt, especially when you have rifles. If you have a couple of UMP players, maybe some MAC-10s in the mix, you want to go for hunts on the side of HellRaisers. But when you have AKs and M4s, what's the point? Keep those guns, bring them in. You're not going to want to waste away ammo and weaponry, at least, that you have to reinvest in. Not ammo, this is 1.6, but Pasha and Neo just going to be getting away with the guns for the time being. No one chasing too heavily. Bondic may exit here, but probably going to push up the stairs, so unlikely to come into the face of Pasha. And right now, it's looking like HellRaisers have themselves a second round on the board. VP saving a bit to play with in the next round, but it's going to be one more eco. They won't force up again for sure, and then they're going to be going for the buy.
Yeah, they have to basically give away another round for free. Obviously, HellRaisers working their way through that. It's just scary that HellRaisers have been able to get this much momentum behind them this early into it. Bondic, of course, the man that we spoke about so highly. We put him on a pedestal for his display in the previous matchup. Still coming back into it. Sure, they didn't have the best weapon to deal with in that scenario, but him just being able to get both of those frags with no trades coming out. It's crazy to see them being able to get away with stuff like that.
Against forced players as well. It's not nothing.
It's true. They had those CZs playing up close. You expect a trade at least.
Yeah. Either way, it's going to be a bit of a throwaway round now for VP, as only these two saving players have anything to hold with. As you can see, already 3 USPs on the other guys. HellRaisers well equipped to deal with this one. They've got the UMP, that will be good for munching down the armorless players, even getting the headshot on Neo without body armor, and the rest of the AKs and M4s ready to shut down pretty much everyone else. HellRaisers shouldn't have any issue with this. They're not going to lose to an eco, don't be silly, that wouldn't happen. Oh wait. As you can see, they're going to be charging up towards the connector very early on, just clearing out this map control. And I like this as well, because they know the VP are very likely going to give some kind of stack, some kind of cheese play with these pistols. And this connector stack is a very common one for ecos as well, and force buys alike. So actually using all the Molotovs and safely clearing out the connector there, while it is costly to expend those $400 grenades, it's a safe option. It guarantees the fact that you're not going to be losing a rifle to a pistol player. And I like that for HellRaisers, playing it slow and methodical, whereas they maybe wouldn't do that on a rifle round, not expecting some kind of stack. But it's a fast B play that they're going to be running into. Virtus Pro with a stack on the other side of the map.
Yeah, the stack coming through. Pasha as well getting the opening frag upon Styko as he does some damage with that CZ. The bomb will be planted towards the B bomb site. Angel retaliating though, puts them back into a 4 versus 4. They have tried to group up and overwhelm Angel as they make their approach down towards that B bomb site. Neo also peeking out on his lonesome with a scout in hand, but Angel dispatching anyone that peeks into him right now. A very easy frag comes through from Bondic. Hungry for more as well. The scout of Neo trying to capitalize, but he's struggling to connect these headshots. Just firing off pot shots right now. The bullets whizzing past their ears. The CT's starting to back off as well, but unfortunately for Neo, he's not able to get out of there. Dead Fox will connect the headshot, but his teammates that have scavenged the AK will be able to back off. Bayali didn't really get anything into the round, but if he can stay alive, potentially find a late frag here onto Angel, it would be good.
Nothing will come their way though. Aside from Angel just cleaning out a last player, but at the end of the day, it won't make too much of a difference. It's still going to be the buy for VP regardless of what they save, and Taz just holding onto that AK gives him a little bit of extra money to buy up utility. Kit alongside that as well, so fairly decent here for the VP side. And HellRaisers, potential for an AWP in play. You can see Stiko's thinking about it. No, he's actually going to go for the AK instead, so no AWP thrown over to DevFox. We just have full rifles on both sides of the map here. As HellRaisers, they are leading this one, but we are very early days.
It's true. There is so much potential left in the back pocket of Virtus Pro. They've got a lot in their playbook, and Snax as well being so sneaky as he makes his approach. The silent assassin in the man as he slowly tiptoes his way up, getting ready to go for what could be a huge backstab play. He could capitalize heavily here. Flashbang goes through, but Dead Fox isn't blind aware as well. Peeks out, but Snax takes him down. Will execute. Able to slip out of there as well. Gets back through the smoke. It's crazy that Snax hasn't been punished.
He's as snaky as the UK scene. That is crazy. Just backs off safely. HellRaisers, they're going to be at a man disadvantage, and Pasha looking in for a little bit more, not going to be able to connect. Bondic takes him down. At least it's equalized, and I feel like that's a bit of an unneeded push there from Pasha. Why not hold on to the man advantage early on? As you can see, now we're going to be seeing a 4-on-4. and HellRaisers is looking far more favoured considering Snax is extremely tagged up, and Bondic a little more so as well, but to not the same extent as the VP player. So now HellRaisers is looking very, very good in this round. Their players are split up, they've got that duo system in place, so they'll be able to trade if need be, but it's now just got to be a solo Angel pushing up towards mid as the rest of the players make their way down in towards the B site. Looking like a full commitment here, 2 players on the VP side to defend.
Slowly grouping up as they want to go for this late round burst onto B. VP as well, trying to ward them off here. Bayali will get the smoke out. The Molotov does go through it, will extinguish it, able to reposition as well now. And this also slows down HellRaisers massively into the round. Still, time starting to tick away, 20 seconds left on the clock. This is where they have to commit to this play. Taz, though, from the sidelines, gets the opening frag, spots out Angel as well, but his teammate Bayali will do the work for him. Styko and Zero, though, start to do damage. Taz comes in with a beautiful headshot, drops down trying to get the second, but it'll be Neo to finish it off. A close round, but VP in the last few seconds will close it out.
Yeah, very, very quick there. It looked like he may have had the potential, but Neo quick on the trade. Got to be unable to do so as a 2 to 3 scoreline will be established. VP losing a lot of manpower in the previous one, meaning a reinvestment's got to be difficult, but they've got to try and make it work. They can't allow HellRaisers to get this reset right onto them. So you can see 2 UMPs in play, a couple of rifles, and AWP as well out for Snax, and Neo going to throw in that deep smoke again. It seems like they're going to take some more control over towards the courtyard. They will just be rushing through it on the side of HellRaisers. They know that what they can at least show from the VP side, so don't want to be risking it. As you can see, Snax is going to back off, misses the first shot as well, and he's going to get chased out towards long, trying to escape. Not going to work out at all as deadfox is already in position, and with the support of Bondic, they will duo and take him down.
Brutal stuff there as they find these opening frags. Absolutely crazy to witness so far now as well. VP left with 4 players as this push towards the A-bomb site still slowly approaches. Tiptoeing though, they've really slowed down the pace now. They don't want to overcommit to this as they have got the man advantage to play with. Hungry to try and get some more frags to work with. Toilet control has been taken, but look like they're pondering the idea of actually backing off and potentially focusing their assets towards the B-bomb site. Angel, though, will go on the approach. Dead Fox as well, obviously the AWP in hand. If they can get the opening frags off the back of him, it would be crazy. Looks like they're going to go for the G2 smoke over. Pasha, with the opening face, though, peeks into Dead Fox. An easy frag for him. There's the trade. This still favors them as they slowly make their approach up. Decoy goes out for Neo, hoping that he can maybe catch them off guard. Just wanted to achieve something. Peeks into Bondic's crosshairs, though. It's a very easy kill for him to pick up at this point as they have now taken site control.
HellRaisers looking like a 4th round is on the horizon as the reset's coming right onto the back of Virtus Pro. 2 UMPs remain to try and contest this one. No kit, a flashbang to their name, and frankly, it looks like they're going to be saving and holding on to these guns for another day because HellRaisers, they have got themselves a 4th. This is phenomenal, Jackie. Again, VP, they try and get back into the matchup. They have a good round in there under their sleeves, but then instantly HellRaisers come right back on, reset the economy, and screw them over for the next 2 rounds.
Yeah. It's just crazy, the amount of rounds they've been able to pick up so far. I mean, it's weird to think, obviously, HellRaisers are the team that have been able to do this. We assumed coming into Overpass they'd have, you know, some favour hedged towards them, especially on that T side. They've been able to show their early game aggression, and VP, they can't really get anything going. They're getting a couple of rounds here and there, but they're not really able to keep, you know, a good little pool going for them. They're able to get these opening kills, and then it just sort of falls apart.
Looking really difficult for VP now, especially with the economy in their hands. They could force up around these guns because it is going to be the double eco regardless in this position with the loss bonus they have. But to be honest, what's the point? I mean, yeah, they'll go for it. I don't blame them. It doesn't affect anything. All it does is remove some of the nades they buy on their actual buy round, which at the end of the day isn't the issue. They seem to be just losing out on these duels and getting a bit over aggressive once they get that first man advantage. We've seen Pasha do numerous times. But anyway, let's have a look and see what they can do. These UMPs are deadly. We have a scout as well to play with, but hopefully Snax won't get caught off backing off like the previous round. It's Neo this at the scope this time, looking in for the first kill. Does spot out one, but he's not going to be able to connect the shot as HellRaisers aggress fast up towards long. At least he has a position to back out from this time safely, moving back into the connector to join his comrades. But Virtus Pro now only have a solo player on the A site.
Just one man there trying to defend it. Of course, it's Bayali. The rotate will be coming through, though. You can see the T's slowly making their approach through. The CT's trying to reposition, make their lives easier as they scuttle around. Heavy stack coming towards A now. Neo will arrive on the scene as well to try and aid him. Scout in play as the push slowly approaches towards the A-bomb site. HellRaisers a lot to left to play with, but they charge their way through off the back of the flashbang. Opening frag in the favour of Bondic as well. That Pasha can retaliate. Dead Fox, Styko, and Angel, though. The trio pop off almost instantaneously as they slay everyone on the scene, leaving just Taz left in him 1 versus 4. It's going to be so hard for him to achieve anything, really, in this scenario.
The A site is a crime scene. Bodies and blood everywhere, and Taz does not want to regroup with the massive dead people as HellRaisers pretty much thrown away the chances of Virtus Pro from picking up this round. It's 5-2 now, and frankly, Taz, he's just not got an opening, and no one else from Virtus Pro have either. At least we'll have the buy coming up soon, but we have one more full eco almost before HellRaisers are eventually going to let off of the trigger button. As you can see, VP, really no money. The loss bonus only going up to, I think, 2k at this point now. So, what can you do? What can you possibly do if you're Virtus Pro right now? HellRaisers is just tearing them limb for limb, and at least a 6th round is almost guaranteed at this point, unless we see an eco upset.
That's true. What can you do? I mean, they just don't have any answers as they work their way into it. The buys will be coming back through, though, but sure, you get the AWP out on Dead Fox. Is it even really needed at this point? As Virtus Pro, they're just getting torn apart anyway. They'll invest what they can. Pasha had a little bit more to play with, so he can go for that CZ, but it's only really Taz that has any firepower into this round.
Yeah, that saved gun needs to go big, but I don't expect it too much to. Even if he doesn't, even if he does go down, no one can really pick up that gun, because at the end of the day, they have aim punch. They don't have armor. He is the only armored man on the team. And he has to do something absolutely crazy as he positions himself towards B short. It's the rest of the team to try and find themselves an opening. These are the peaks they should be making, trying to get themselves picks when there are solo players like Angel, because in that position, if Angel goes down, they can grab a gun. There's going to be no trade. So one-on-one peaks are going to be good for Virtus Pro in this kind of round, but obviously it's going to be unlikely they'll actually pick them up. As you can see, rifles are greatly going to amount better than pistols, as Taz, he spotted the one saving player down towards B. They're going to try and hunt down to get this gun off of him. They want to retrieve any armor off of his body so he can't bring that into the next round to allow him a little bit more utility. It's a safe play from HellRaisers. It's at no cost to them if they lose a man, and they will. Taz finds one. He gets traded, but 2 will remain. I doubt they will remain for too much longer.
Easy pickings right now, as we expected. I mean, you didn't really think this round would go any other way. Maybe another kill comes out from that UMP, but it was just the one frag on Taz there before the trade came back through. Styko as well should be an easy kill upon Neo now, has the angle covered. Misses him out, actually. A little bit awkward, but eventually will do the damage in the end. What we expected in HellRaisers, they're just still picking these rounds up. That T side, we expect them to be dominant, but they are really living up to their name now.
Seems to be the case. No AWP is the issue here we're facing for Virtus Pro. Dead Fox is still doing very well with his for the time being, and Styko really leading the charge at 10-3 currently. It's Zero who's actually not had too much effect today, which is weird considering he was a guy carrying both maps against G2 yesterday. He did phenomenally on Overpass, something like 30 kills I think he got at the end of it, 35. And now he's looking at this, and he's not even having to step up. HellRaisers is just winning maps just due to the rest of the team, and Zero not even needed to carry this time, which is really great to see, the versatility on everyone on HellRaisers being able to perform. But here we go, fast B play, Neo on the site, spots out the first, there's a quick kill, goes in for more. Zero finally steps up, just as we mentioned him, he trades, and now Taz got to come back in, but Dead Fox run and gun with the AWP. It's a drive-by shooting.
Crazy stuff as he tears his way through. Taz obviously just railing down anyone that wants to even attempt to take the fight towards this man. He's a lunatic. Zero as well, hungry for the kills, but Dead Fox keeping up this aggression, peeks through, easy kill upon Snacks. Is he aware though? Bialy tiptoeing up towards him, can execute. Blissfully unaware as he found that frag upon him. The wallbang comes in, left on a 2 versus 2, a manageable situation. This is achievable. They need to try and get another frag in their favor. They pick up a Styko, had the better angle. Easy edge comes from a pasture. All of a sudden, he gets the power behind him, connects both of the kills, takes them down. Defuse comes in off a single play from the man. The double kill comes through, and Virtus Pro get another round on the board. They stop HellRaisers from getting round 7 so quickly.
What an incredibly lucky lineup, and nice stuff from Pasha to be able to close that one out. Finally, they're on this board, albeit again, no money. Look at it. They've got 3,600 to 4,100. Really not a great buy coming out. A UMP or 2 will be in play, as you can see, allowing some utility, but people like Bialy, he won't have anything to play with. He's got no utility alongside them before, just a single smoke to his name. And HellRaisers still plenty of cash to try and get this reset. They are going to be doing their best attempt to as well, as they set up outside of the A site. Virtus Pro this time not going for any kind of fast pushes up, but Snacks actually will be peeking through the edge of the smoke with the AWP. No one there for him to spot. Dead Fox is playing passive with the AWP, and I like that from HellRaisers. He doesn't need to get that pick in a position that doesn't favor him. Virtus Pro could easily nade him out from that angle, so why not just hold back for the time being and get the pick later in the round on players like Bialy, for example, who's pushed all the way up towards B Monster.
A true aggressive angle has been utilised. Zero as well, holding though right now. It's going to be working out in his favour. The opening frag does go his way, but Bialy, with the trade back, can re-link up with his teammates. The only factor is he's left on 46 HP. Not the best situation to be in as he does start to back off. The T's though, 4 versus 4, it's going to favour them, as we've said. Now trying to reposition, decide what they actually want to go for into this round. Still a minute left to play with. No reason to make a rash judgment call.
Not at all. Still going to play this one slow. The bomb is going outside of B, but with a couple of players still towards the A side, they could force a distraction, throw these nades over, and then drop down to the connector. That's one of the best things about Overpass, is the quick rotation times for the T. Similar to Inferno in the sense that you can just get to the other side in just 10 seconds. Not even that really on this map. So it's going to allow HellRaisers to throw out a lot of intricate fakes. This one not so intricate, just a few nades. It's actually Angel committing with it as well. That's huge. Not really the entry fragger, but he's making it work. Pasha falls. One more on the site, but a second one comes in. This is what I'm talking about. The rotation from Bialy and continued nade usage is going to mean HellRaisers have a lot less to do now over on this B site. Only Neo to defend and only a UMP to his name.
Not the best situation to be in as they slowly make their approach through. Styko trying to achieve something, but Neo with the one to get the opener. Bondik does get the trade back, leaving them in a 3 versus 2. A very easily winnable situation they can try and close down now. Bondik smoke goes out to try and delay them. Snacks arrives so close to actually claiming that wallbang. The agility on display as he glides through the air, hoping to do some damage, but Bondik will slay him. Angel as well onto Bialy. The trade comes back through. HellRaisers, not only do they get that round on the board, but they obliterate the economy of Virtus Pro, leaving them with a measly 2k at the most they have to play with into this following round.
Yeah, there's a reset, and there is the hopes and dreams of VP thrown out the window. This is online VP. What do you expect, really, as HellRaisers just trounce them once again? Pistols are going to be out. We have a scout on Neo, a bit of armor on Bialy to support that CZ75 purchase, but other than that, not a lot of hope. As HellRaisers well equipped. Nice tag with the scout, though. Good opener. Oh, ooh. Neo following up as well. He's not done after the first. He wants a second as well. As DevFox is found, the AWP is out of the hands of the T side, and despite this round obviously still being very favourable for HellRaisers, with Bondik being tagged up down to 13, they've still got to be careful.
Yeah, that was very nice so far. Bondik as well low, as you said. Could come back to punish them. The aggression going through from Virtus Pro, though. They're trying to gain that map control. Taking this fight over to this heavily contested area could be awkward if they try and take that fight into playground. Styko obviously should find the frags. The spray down comes through as he just single-handedly just tears them a new one, just dispatching everyone in front of him. I mean, 2 players left at this point. HellRaisers look unstoppable.
Yeah, this is just great. I love personally an underdog story. I'm sure most of us do when they're not against our favourite teams. And while I love VP, I do love to see a team that no one really expects to win to perform this well. HellRaisers have just come out of nowhere recently, becoming a very relevant team, at least online. And I can't wait to see them, hopefully, at the finals in Dallas. That would be a great storyline to follow, alongside Mouse as well, who are currently top of the league. Another team we didn't expect to still perform despite the loss of Nico and the constant roster shuffles that they have indulged in, with Oscar and Chris J swapping in, swapping out, who knows. So actually some really interesting storylines, and HellRaisers being personally my favourite. So another round looking to be theirs. An 8th conceded by VP as only Taz holds onto a Deagle down towards B. Maybe able to grab a gun somewhere, but it's DevFox who died over towards a T-spawn with that AWP that's already been retrieved from Bondik. And if he wants to go chase that and try and find that gun, he's got to get through Bondik first. Easier said than done.
Yeah, going to be very awkward, obviously, for Taz, as he just basically tiptoes around, hoping to get something, anything, ideally, that might help him into this one. Right now, though, just peering out, hoping that someone might try and exit and he can get those frags, but other than that, he will just try and stay alive. HellRaisers as well, 8 rounds on the board now. Looking like they want to try and get their 9th straight off the back of this. You know, they're going to show no signs of slowing down, and I don't blame them from trying to change the pace, as there's no reason to walk their playstyle right now. It's been working very well.
Yeah, definitely. Ty's just looking for a little bit more here. Not going to spot anyone though. HellRaisers 8-3, and VP cash is out the window. It's going to be a light quasi, if that. Maybe not even some armor here, just some pistols I can expect as HellRaisers. Again, a 9th round in, looking more and more likely by the 2nd here. We see the investments coming though. VP with a bit to play with. We've seen some damage done, but typically not enough. HellRaisers have been keeping 3 players or more into pretty much every single round. Even rounds they win, the majority of the time keep more than 3 players alive, which is so positive to this T-side economy. Can really build up nice and early. And HellRaisers not having an issue for the time being as VP. They still look for this pick. Constant aggression towards this fountain area. Nothing's going to be found. And again, we talk about DevFox playing so passive. Despite having the AWP, there's no need for him to give away this pick. So I like the way he's playing. But Bondik, with the rifle peeking out, does take snacks. Yeah,
that opener is fantastic. Gets the work done immediately. These pistols can be effective in close range, so HellRaisers playing it smart. Keep your distance, pick them off with these rifles, use that range advantage. Why wouldn't you? It's very easy for them to do this now. Picking off Neo, already 3 players left remaining on the side of Virtus Pro. They're not in a great spot. Playing close by toilets though, Pasha, potential for him to cause a bit of a spark with that CZ, but he's so confused at their positions. Styko eliminating. This round's as good as done.
Yeah, I mean, most rounds have been as good as done so far. Taz is on the back. He could catch out the last player yet to cross, but Angel just... Oh, no. Oh, no, Taz! That was a free kill, my man. You really got to hit those. It's by Ali, last man standing. Coming in from the flank again, but Angel, I think this time he'll be a little more prepared as he peeks back round. Lots of damage, 1 HP, and a swift single bullet to end his life. HellRaisers, they've done it. They've reached 9 rounds, and VP finally... Seems like a long time since we've seen a buy from them.
Yeah, they really have been struggling to get their economy in their favour. It's just been awkward. They haven't been able to do anything. The buy now coming back into effect. You give that AWP to Snax. He looked fantastic with it from what we saw before. Actually, Neo is going to take the reins. It'll be interesting to see what he goes for here, whereas Spawn will be taking it towards that big bomb site, I believe. Going to be situating it over there. Meanwhile, the T is regrouping round. The early aggression does come out from Snax. Smoke goes down. Will ward off Angel for the meantime. Look at the long control in play here. A huge power play coming out from HellRaisers.
Yeah, very swift. Going to move the way all the way up towards this A site very quickly, but we have VP with the double stack on the site, both Pasha and Neo. And look at this aggression. I like this. Neo can bait it from a range and Pasha can play up close, but they've actually spotted him before he's in position. He takes so long to react, but he still lands a kill. Neo supports with the AWP, and he does get one, but the trade will go out onto Pasha, which is so crucial here for HellRaisers, trying to claw their way back into it despite the man advantage for the Virtus Pro side, but it's falling apart. Why? Push, Snax. You have such a good advantage into this round, and look at it. It's gone from a 4-on-3 to a 3-on-2.
That is so awkward now. 2 players left standing. Taz and Neo, the last men over on the side of Virtus Pro. And they need to do something crazy if they're going to pick this one up. As a 2 versus 3 at this point, the T's have so much time to play left as well. And they have the utility advantage. They can just link up, take their time, take the site control. Neo is trying to go for more of an aggressive contact style play, as he knows he needs to get that opening frag on the board. Has to try and create a 1 versus 1 situation. Taz as well basically had to drop on 0 in that situation. Doesn't come out on top in the firefight. And that's just so awkward.
I just can't believe they threw that round away, to be honest. This isn't the only time we've seen it as well. VP did this so many times in the previous map over Mirage. Just simple rounds that they could have been easily able to close out. And just over-aggression. I mean, we saw it even earlier in this map from Pasha, pushing up in a 5-on-4, him getting picked, his teammate getting picked, and then suddenly the round falls apart. HellRaisers are so good at capitalizing on the mistakes of VP so far. And this is just really turning out to be, you know, an effective map for them. 10 rounds to 3. Unless Neo can go crazy, but I'm not expecting it. Molotov, that's going to seal the deal. He has to back off. They might have even heard the burning flames onto his body there, and the lack of kit as well as armor is pretty much everything going for him here. They are just going to hunt. They know that he's got the AWP. They know that he's around this area, and they're pushing for the kill.
Yep, trying to take him down, see if they can use their aggression to find the frag. I think Angel should just spot him out. Actually, he's been able to get away there. Very close to peeking at the right time.
Ooh. He got lucky there.
Yeah. That could have been awkward.
Now they know where he is, but it's too late. Bomb's going to go off. I think he should get away with this one. He knows exactly what's going on as well. He heard them drop down connector, and now he's going to be running back towards long. To no avail shall they hunt him down, but I don't think this AWP is going to be a big deal breaker up into the next round at the end of the day. It's 10-3. Even if VP can claw back the last 2 thanks to this AWP in play, HellRaisers, they're sitting pretty.
Yeah, they look fabulous as they've been working their way through. It's just dominant performance coming out from them on their T side. The only thing is, the big question is they work their way through and get an awful lot of rounds to play with. Are they going to be able to lock it down as effectively on their CT half?
You would like to think so, but HellRaisers proven so far in the last couple of days to be a T-sided team, so it's under contention. We'll see. And maybe VP will bring back in the classic, you know, T-side that we saw over on Mirage with 8 rounds in the previous map on their first half. They could have something dominant to say here, but I can imagine they'll feel a bit, you know, maybe even tilted after this first half, considering they are supposed to be the team able to close this out in a 2-0 fashion. But HellRaisers is really coming in with a spark and a flame, as they do set up again once towards EA site. Virtus Pro got a base around this AWP again, but it's going to be Neo over towards that B site, going to start to rotate back up towards A. Going to be good timing as well. I think Taz is going to join him. They're going for a bit of a risk play here, just off the fact that HellRaisers aren't putting any aggression towards the side of B. But actually the bomb is rotated back down in the meantime, meaning that VP have got the exact wrong setup for this.
Yep, they've been countered as this push comes down towards the B-bomb site. The pincer play, it's going to be such a big power maneuver by Ali as well, just focusing by Monster right now, aware that there is something going on. Taz aggressive towards short, seeming like he might overextend a little bit as he plays on the close angle. By Ali, ready to peek, spots out one man in Bondik, and now starts to back off as well. Bondik tries to take the fight. Styko actually gets eliminated by Pasha. He does great use of that CZ so far. More frags coming out though by Ali. Just damage. Unfortunately, one of these is a team kill on the site as well. Zero and Bondic tearing their way through. Dead Fox. Another frag comes out off the back of the pistol. Snax is the last man left standing. It looked like there was a chance in the round, but now it's quickly been shut down. Snax peeks out. Hammers down on the Deagle, trying to get some dirty shots off. Connects the headshot upon Bondic. Upgrades to the Kalashnikov as well as he makes his approach through, expecting a flashbang to go in, but it'll actually be a HE. Blows him out of the server. HellRaisers still not slowing down.
They are on fire right now. Yeah, as you said, looked like Bialy could have twisted things back on the heads of HellRaisers. Picks up a quick couple of kills onto Styko and Angel, and then suddenly gets hunted. And with no teammates to support him there, HellRaisers perfectly entering the site, aside from losing those two members, and nothing found for VP once again. Economical damage is not an issue. Look at the money on HellRaisers. It's the last round of the half, and they've got most players around 12k anyway. So VP now going to be having to force things up, or at least buy up properly for the last round. But again, alas, no AWP for VP, and this is the same setup we've seen, what, 4 or 5 times so far on the CT side, and it has not worked out once.
It's true, it's been very awkward, it's never really gone in their favour. And once again, that aggression coming out, they're getting these opening frags. Pasha this time around will get the trade, actually goes one better as well, doubles it up now. The bomb is in his hands. This is a good situation to be in, it just depends if they can get the trade back. Dead Fox with the angle, takes the right angle peek, finds out Pasha, will be able to eliminate him, leaves them in a 3 versus 3, and most importantly, they can recover the bomb as well.
I understand why he committed to that fight, obviously knowing that for 2 reasons. 1, he has bomb control, and 2, he can be pushed from Fountain if he decides to back off towards long, which is unfortunate, but it's just not going to work out. He gets caught out, back into a 3-on-3 is going to favour HellRaisers now, so they're actually not too miffed about losing those first 2 kills to Pasha. And going back in, up towards A with the bomb, there is Taz in position, and this is great. While he is solo towards the A side, he's pushed up and he can call for the rotation very early on, hearing all these footsteps up close, and I don't think they're really going to expect him here. They would expect site control in a 3v3, but he is pushed up, and you can see they have no idea. Clueless! They fall, Zero goes down, and Dead Fox gets dinked to 9 HP. They can nade him out, he is low, but he's going to be continuing to barrage them with flashes, and peeks out into the crosshairs of Angel. Headshot comes through, but Neo is on the flank.
Oh, Neo as well. Look at this. Trigger patience on the space is fabulous. He can allow both of them to go past. Execute upon Dead Fox when he wants to do so. Angel as well. Forced to fall back now to grab the bomb. So smart from Neo. The experience on display. Angel, AK-47 in hand, rushing back. Thinks the angle's clear as he wasn't hit from there before. Neo will take him down. And that is going to be the first half wrapped up. 11-4 with the scores on the doors. But let's find out if HellRaisers close it out in the second half or if VP will bounce back after this break. Everyone, welcome back. Obviously an exciting first half has just gone down. HellRaisers, they dominated on map 1 and they're dominating here on map 2 as well.
Yeah, even more so than the previous one. We did say if they started on this T side here, they would have a really good chance of actually just bringing in the pain train and beating down VP. They've been very T-sided throughout the EPL so far, and they're continuing that going into this map. So looking at VP now, they've got a long route to come back into this win.
It's true. It's a big slog if they want to try and work their way back through, as it's just been dominating. You know, HellRaisers, they've been tearing their way through. 11-4 half. It seems like today's been the day of 11-4 halves.
Yeah, indeed. I'm very interested to see if VP can actually pull this back, because I don't think it's over just yet. I think if they get the pistol, there's very good chances. But obviously, as maths would dictate, if they lose a pistol, it's surely going to be game over, because HellRaisers will be up to, I assume, 13, 14 rounds in before VP even get on that buy, depending on the bomb plant and the pistol. But yeah, I mean, VP have been doing very well T-side. They had that Mirage streak that we talked about over in the first map with 8 rounds on the T-side. Yes, it kind of slowed down in the CT half, but that's the exact same half that they just had a bit of an issue on as well into this map. So now going into this second half, it's anyone's game depending on pistol.
It's true. And the important factor with the pistol is as well that HellRaisers have just looked dominant in their pistol rounds. You know, they've been able to tear their way through. Everyone's been firing off. Is that going to be the same old story? Do you reckon VP coming into this should be able to shut it down?
The thing is that the previous pistol on the T side for the CT side, no, it was the T side, sorry, for HellRaisers over on the last one, just was down to individual performance. It seems like a lot of their pistol rounds are down to individual performance, while their setups are fine. I mean, we saw Angel over on Mirage get that sick 3K, and that was not only due to him, having great aim, but Virtus Pro just completely whiffing. They had 3 men peeking mid, and he killed all 3 of them with a Glock. So, stuff like that, as long as HellRaisers don't lock down with some individual performance and VP just play El Clasico, they should be fine in closing it out in theory. But again, with the confidence and the momentum running off of the first half being so favourable for HellRaisers, you've got to put an innate, advantage to them, surely.
That's true, and let's find out if that is going to be the case. We jump back in, HellRaisers versus Virtus Pro, as we work our way through. Match is live. Hugo, are we alive?
We are alive.
Good, that's good. I needed that answered. Let's get into the game as we work our way through HellRaisers versus Virtus Pro. Obviously, the buys have come out. A lot of utility action on the side of VP as they slip our way through. Seeming like it could be an aggressive play towards that B bomb site. Bondic going for early contact, though.
Yeah, looking for someone early on. Angel going to get tagged down in the meantime as well, but Bondic not able to find anything. Pasha will be spamming away, backing off down towards the lowers, and Stiko in the meantime going for that jump spot there, going to be able to catch a couple of the VP players. They've got a lot of utility into this one, so I'll be interested to see what they do, but Angel may remove some of it very early on. Snacks is going to be cornered, and Pasha goes down straight away. Snacks is tagged, he's hunting for more. Angel's looking for one more bullet, and he lands it. Snacks is dead. All the utility is gone here for the VP side, but they've expended some of it over towards B in the meantime. They've got control of the site, but they've not got any players to do anything with it. As Zero, he follows up. Stiko drops another, and Taz, he's just alone. As Bondic finally finishes him off, HellRaisers have got to be cheering after that one.
The last lifeline for Virtus Pro really being taken away there as HellRaisers. What we expected, but didn't really want to see, as it sort of sells the idea that this game will be closed out very quickly, as HellRaisers come in there with a crazy heavy-handed pistol round. Just off the basis of individual performance as well, and just great teamwork overall. VP now left in this awkward situation. You assume that HellRaisers will get these following 2 rounds for free, putting them in the region of, those 13, 14 round sort of wins before VP start to respond.
I find this very interesting as well. So HellRaisers won every pistol round tonight against VP. Every pistol round they won against G2, they went for the second round buy of, regardless of the side, a quad UMP and a single MP7. Every pistol round they've won against VP so far, they've actually gone for a triple or double rifle buy, playing it very reserved and very safe, just in case VP do upset, because we've seen these constant forces after getting the bomb down. Now for a change, they've actually gone for a very SMG-based buy. I think this is mainly just due to the confidence and knowing the fact that they are just beating VP by such a large margin. So I like to see the switch up in how they're actually investing into this second round, depending on how they've been playing. Because early on, maybe they were scared, maybe they were expecting to be completely ruined, so they went for the safe buy. And now they're not going for a safe buy, and it is actually costing them quite a lot.
Yeah, this is really hitting them quite heavily as these frags come through. Zero as well. Nice opener though as he takes down Bayali. Elevated angle. Styko going to send Taz off to the Burns Wall. The smoke down will come through over towards short. Dead Fox, easy kill upon Neo. The 13th round's been grabbed already. Virtus Pro, even in that round, sure, they found a couple of cracks in the armor and were able to do some damage, but no real internal damage has been done. HellRaisers look strong.
Yeah, definitely. It's continuing into the second half, so I feel like GG is just on the horizon unless VP can show something phenomenal in this buy round. That being said, HellRaisers obviously do have a couple of UMPs in play, and while these guns are effective, they're not going to be as good as an M4 or an AK on the side of VP. We have a triple UMP into this first buy. More of a bonus round. They can still reinvest, obviously, next time, but the fact that they lose 2 players is going to be very difficult for their economy if they want to reinvest after losing this. So I would say it's extremely important that HellRaisers pick this up. It's honestly not, though, is it 13-4? They've got a buffer. They've got a bit of room to fall back on, and VP, they're going to be going fast up towards this long area.
Taking that aggression, using that range advantage, but let's see if it will pay off. Actually, Pasha gets the opening frag upon Dead Fox there. He was trying to slip his way back through to toilets, get out undetected and unscathed, but that is not how this one will go. The rotate comes back through as well. HellRaisers stacking themselves back towards the A site, trying to reposition. They're going for information as well. They do work out well the T's are, but they also take a bit of a dent. Angel not looking as healthy as possible. Bondic, this could be such a great backstab into the late round, actually, if they're not aware of his position. Starts to back up, though. Holding the angle, rattles down with the Famous. The 2K comes out. Bondic goes so big for his team. Follows up as well. The hat-trick. Bondic going crazy as he beats his way through. Neo will fall off the backup of Zero. The final frag you are hoping would come out from Bondic in that scenario, but Bayali having the drop upon him is able to execute. The headshot comes through as he lobotomizes the opposition. Now just left on Zero in a 1 versus 1.
Bomb is under control by Bialy. He can pick it up. But Zero, very ballsy, peeked there with a UMP. Somehow takes it at range, and I think he caught Bialy off guard, not expecting it, because I certainly wasn't either, and I even have X-Ray. So HellRaisers, 14 rounds in. VP now just pistols to their name. Are they even going to force this one, or are they going to play it for OT? To be honest, it's a long road for OT, so I'm expecting a force buy, but maybe not, as we only see a couple of bits of utility invested on this T side. I like how they're still playing this reserve. They're not just rage buying or anything. They're just sticking safe, but, oh, is this even safe? Who knows at this point? It's 14-4. They're allowing HellRaisers that 15th round for free, and they're just basing this one on utility, trying to get maybe a bomb down, get some more money in the bank so they can at least reinvest that next round. And that's the thing, no one has invested more than $800 aside from Taz and Bialy. So that means Neo, Snax and Pasha are all going to benefit if a bomb goes down this round.
It's true. And the scary factor is as well right now, this round that most likely is going to be taken away from them, you've just got to wonder if HellRaisers off the back of that just sort of win at that point, because obviously 11 rounds on the trot is what they need to even try and take this into OT, right? And it's not really that achievable. Virtus Pro as well, struggling so far already on their T side, even when it looked like they advantaged into the early game. Right now playing a very slow round, probably just taking some time out to talk about the strategy as well, as they know they are definitely the weaker team into this round. Finally deciding they will go for this execute on towards the B-bomb site. Elevated angle when used by Zero, but it will not be the short push. They've taken monster control. Taz with the opener as well, as he will execute Angel. Zero trying to utilize that boost, but can't do too much damage from the high up angle. Has the drop in the end. Styko, UMP reigns supreme as he tears his way through Bialy. Styko again, the nade going in, takes down Snax. Styko goes huge. He's an absolute psycho. This man's a lunatic. Tears his way through everyone on the site. The final frag will come out from Dead Fox though. They pick it up. 15th round has been taken. Virtus Pro, they need a flawless half to have a chance to even take this into overtime, Hugo.
That is easier said than done, especially with the way HellRaisers have been playing now. We need 11 rounds. That is just ridiculous. At least they get the bomb plant, right? So a bit more money to play with. We said 3 players will benefit from that bomb down as well. And I mean, any kills that they did get, which were a couple, is going to obviously give them $300 a piece. So a little bit of money to work with for VP. They are allowed to afford that AWP, and I think that's just off the bomb plant as well. Snax can only just commit to that one. A flashbang just alongside it, and a fast peek up towards the A site. We're going to be seeing the AWP of Dead Fox. He's really confident here. He's hungry, and he's looking for the first opener as Snax. He rounds his way around the corner. Nice quick kill, though. VP are alive. He opens it up onto Dead Fox, and HellRaisers not even going to an attempt to trade.
Yeah, no reason to run the risk of trying to respond at that point. Just fall back, hold from the site, play together as a unit. There's no point to just try and take the fight individually. Still trying to make this advantage even better for them. Pasha will claim another headshot, taking down Bondic. Angel with the retaliation frag, but already things look like they might be too far gone. But Angel with the reface. My God, as he takes the fight to Neo. That is crazy confident. Pays off for him, though. Leaving them now on a 2 versus 3, unfortunately, as Styko gets taken down. Angel, can he achieve anything else into this round? Goes for the close push.
What?
Taz has the angle covered, just walking off site. Punished because of this.
I'm not too sure what he was doing there. I feel like because VP pushed a player into the B site to try and get a kill onto Styko, they may have thought that maybe it was some kind of beat play and these players have rotated down connector, but a bit of a wild guess there, and now Zero is going to be left in an uncomfortable position. Snax will finish it off, and VP 1 down, 11 to go. Or 10 to go.
Yeah,
I'm good at
10
maths.
to go,
I'm good at maths.
It's true. Working our way through, though. The buy's coming back out. They still have money to play with over on the side of HellRaisers, but obviously they want an efficient buy, so they are going to opt to just go for the buys with the upgraded pistols, get the CZs out. A couple of them had more than others. They can actually, all of them nearly going for the armor buy. Just Dead Fox anyone going to skimp, so if he wants, he can go and get the AWP out. Smart stuff, no reason to go for a force up at this point, as you do have a 10-round buffer, as you said. Why are you going to run that risk when you can allow a round to slip, then just get your buyout when your economy's healthy? Aggression going through, though. They're playing quite far down towards bottom long. Pasha with the peek, you would expect him to do some damage here with that rifle. They're all going to peek at the same time. He does spot them out, trying to connect the shot, struggling. Eventually finds one upon Angel, but Dead Fox will get the retaliation kill.
Yeah, AK is a bit pushed forward though, and he doesn't know this area is clear. While he can grab the rifle, he's got to be careful, and Bondic backing up for this position as well is caught out by Neo, forced quickly into the site. Good reaction there, and Styko forced out. As the smoke goes down, he will just have to play for the retake. Bomb going to be planted as well in the hands of Bialy. And HellRaisers falling short of this round, it seems, but how much longer can VP keep them at bay? Because again, HellRaisers only need 1 single round to close out this series 2-0. Styko, another man to fall at the hands of Bialy. It's just Zero and Dead Fox. I'm expecting to see the save from Dead Fox as he's already backing towards the back of B, and Zero is just situated over towards short, trying to wait for this push. If they do try and chase him down over towards the connector, he may be able to grab a rifle and escape.
It would be pretty cool if he was able to get an opening frag here, potentially get away. Exiting together, though, they have the potential to trade, even if he does get a frag. Snax will peek. Ooh, very close to actually punishing Snax there, but unfortunately he gets taken down. Dead Fox, meanwhile, slipping his way through with that AK-47, does save HellRaisers a little bit of dosh into the following round. Good stuff as well, as of course his money was pretty broken. If he wants to do so, Zero could drop the AWP for him here and he could pass over that AK.
That is true. They could get a good bit. Angel throwing over the AWP to Dead Fox. Snax back on his as per usual.
Angel...
And, yeah, Angel just gone for a walk.
Gone for a buy. Yeah. There we go.
He's going to pick up an M4 at the end of the day. Not a lot of utility, but I think he was maybe judging up between a FAMAS, or sorry, a UMP and utility or an M4, but he sees his teammates have plenty of utility. It's not really too much of an issue. And this boost, or even the jump peak, could be dangerous. He just gets away with it though. Snax whiffs a shot.
Just getting away with it's kind of the story of this round already. As you can see, so many peaks that could have potentially spelled executes for the side of ESL Pro, but they've only done little hints of damage. Obviously, pelting Zero down to 73 HP isn't the worst thing in the world, as it definitely will help them out into the late round, but that is pretty bad. Dead Fox coming in with the opening frag upon Pasha really puts them already in a sour situation.
Yeah, and HellRaisers only a few more kills away from closing this. Zero's close towards long. And that's the thing, if they play the one-on-ones now and they just trade effectively, if they trade to the last man, they win the game. Zero playing close. Bayali will peek though. There's the refrag. That's important. Stiko not able to trade as the Molotov goes on in. He's going to go down as well. Snax and Neo both opening up. Good stuff for VP. Coming back from the man disadvantage to the site control. And Bondic and Dead Fox, there's no way in hell they'll be able to retake this. It will be a save coming in. VP going to pick up 7 rounds. Again, as we say, still a long road, but they're making it work.
It's true. They're following the Yellow Brick Road. They're getting ever closer to the Emerald City. There you go. But will they make it? That is always going to be the question. Neo on the aggression, finding these easy frags as he connects the headshot upon Bondic, but peeks in with a knife out. Didn't expect them to be playing close together. Dead Fox, easy retaliation. Now it's important that Dead Fox really stays alive in this round, because if he holds onto that AWP, this makes things a little bit more manageable as he slips his way through. If he loses it, it could hinder them quite heavily. Obviously, just slowly playing around the pillar here, hoping to get another frag if they try and take the fight to him. He won't try and take any peeks on his own, though. No reason to run that risk.
Snax, no time. Not going to be able to get him in time. Okay, maybe so. I thought there would be shorter round post time, but Dead Fox actually takes him down anyway, so it doesn't matter. He holds onto that AWP again. They can't really buy up around it. I wouldn't like to see that. Just play safe. Again, while they have a huge buffer of rounds, there's no point throwing any away.
Yeah.
Just stick with the Quasi. You can get a bit of armor behind some of these pistols as well. We'll see Zero on that. Stiko barely even going to, well, not even going to invest. P250 comes out, but yeah. Give a free one to VP. Maybe try and save the AWP again. Maybe even play around it. Can throw that over to Zero who has armor, or anyone without them as well. And potentially HellRaisers could do some economical damage. It could come back to hurt VP, because if you look at their money right now, it is quite low here on the T side. So definitely positive for HellRaisers.
Yeah, exactly. Just sanding them down round in, round out, leaving them in a bit of an awkward situation. Pasha with the entry does get a fantastic opener upon Zero there, but is fairly low off the back of it as well. More frags to come actually from Dead Fox though as he arrives on the scene, causes a stir, the opening kill to try and ward them off. Does slow them down, pop shot through the smoke as well. Nearly missing as the bullet whizzes past their heads. Angel as well, up close and personal, Deagle in hand. A weapon he can be so effective with. The tags go through, but no frag, unfortunately. Neo will put him down, leaving him in a 4 versus 3. Another kill as well. Pasha keeps this aggression going. Dead Fox at this point backs off, keeps the AWP. Bondic also following suit.
Yeah, looked like he could have done something with that one, but the smoke just going to incapacitate him over towards short. He has to hold on to this. His VP, an 8th on the board. Still retaining a lot of people as well, which has been one of their issues that we've been mentioning at least. Them losing all these players up against decos, even up against buys, really impacts their economy. And obviously that's going to enable them to buy, well, not enable, but disable them to buy. That doesn't really make any sense. But yeah, they're basically not going to be able to buy as much, no AWPs if they keep losing players. So they have 3 left. Hopefully they should keep all 3 into this one, but Bondic's looking for a little bit more. Does get tagged with the AWP through the wall, but Bialy is running in from behind. They won't be able to get him in time. They actually run into each other. Yeah. And 8 rounds for VP, they keep 3, so make some money. And HellRaisers back on the buy.
You can see the confusion there into that end of that round. Obviously, it's important as well that Bondic actually got through that. AK, shame Dead Fox went down, or else he would have still had more money to play with as they work their way through. Has to invest everything, essentially, now to get that AWP buy out. Now, though, into a full buy, both of them with the weapons of choice that you'd want to see. Snacks back on the AWP. It's going to be a scary factor. Dead Fox, will he be able to get some crazy openers? He's been so proficient with the AWP in these previous rounds. Can he keep it up? The opening tag will come through, but not quite a kill just yet. Trying to make it better, but he's tagged so low. Taz with a 2K to kick this round off so fantastically as he uses that aggression. The AWP will be shot over towards the HellRaisers players though. They can try and grab it if they want. Long control being taken as the A bomb site will be under a very heavy hit shortly.
Pasha just sneaking to avoid them from hearing his footsteps. As Stiko playing over towards a truck on the site. Going to reposition back towards the yellow box, and here we go. He has to land one before he goes down, otherwise it's going to be so difficult in a 2v4. Peeks out, finds Pasha, that's good, and no one in close proximity to trade here. He's got a 3v3, and that's going to allow for his teammates to rotate in. They know this is the A play. He throws out his smokes, he throws out his flashes, and he waits for the bombardment of Virtus Pro players as Bialy. He continues to push out towards long. Actually has to back off as Nades are just flying in, blinding him eventually. The peek comes through, and it's actually clean. He makes it work. Advantage taken back for VP, but Neo still tagged. That being said, the AWP is still effective, despite having low health. And Bonding, not able to stop the bomb plant or even get Bialy off of it when he finishes. A Zero is alone. He's dead.
Yep, not alive for too long before he is executed there by Bialy. Obviously, the cash difference coming into effect still as well. Virtus Pro building up money to play with. Their economy is only getting stronger, whereas HellRaisers, just these constant resets, leaving them in a bit of an awkward situation. Not enough money to play with here as the pause comes out. And they're going to have to basically just invest lightly into the round, get out a bit of a measly buy, have something to work with in terms of upgraded pistols, a couple of kits of armor, but that's it. They can't really get these weapons out.
No. And I mean, realistically, this is a comeback starting to form, right? We saw the similar thing earlier in North versus Na'Vi. We saw a great scoreline for Na'Vi, North clawing all the way back, and then finally Na'Vi finally picked up that 15th round to bring it to OT. So it is possible VP could bring this back. Of course, HellRaisers are just on the edge. They're not in the position that Na'Vi were earlier, being on 14. They've got that buffer to fall back on. That is overtime. But they definitely want to take this map. They definitely want to be up further in the standings. They've moved up 5 places so far in the last 24 hours, at least off their matches yesterday. So moving up another few definitely wouldn't hurt.
It's true. They want to try and lock this one down if possible. And it's interesting that it's actually gone this far already, and the thing is, 15th round already on the board. HellRaisers at this point, still a lot left to play with. Sure, Virtus Pro have started to already make their approach. They're clawing back, they're getting closer and closer. At this point now, 6 rounds away before we get into that sort of situation where we're like, oh, okay, it's kind of scary. But you just got to wonder, are they going to be able to do it flawlessly? Because sure, they look like they've started to actually have some greatness behind them, but I just don't know if they'll be able to actually close it out, as they do seem to keep making mistakes every now and then. And you need a flawless half. You can't have those individual mistakes.
No. It only takes HellRaisers to exploit a mistake.
Yeah.
They have been very well at doing that. I mean, we saw a lot of over-aggressive plays from VP on the CT side, for example. I remember specifically that round where Snacks pushed up aggressively and HellRaisers brought back a 4-on-3 to a 3-on-2 and then took the round subsequently. So, yeah, mistakes have been made from the CT side of VP. They've been more clean on the T side, but definitely room for HellRaisers to kind of get in there and get up in their faces. I'd like to see a little bit more aggression. I like this play, though, because they've gone for a bit of a stack over towards a connector, something that we were hoping to see at some point here on these quasi-eco buys. And aside from that, I'd like to see some aggression, some actual buying aggression. So 2 players maybe pushing up towards long, going for that double system, and that could actually work out very well for HellRaisers, because the thing is they've been playing passive, and frankly, it's not been working.
That's true. That nade going in as well. Ooh, barely missing out those CTs. Won't actually transfer any splash damage over towards them. Trying to go for the counter boost as well. Neo just holding them penned in. They're cooped up. The peek will come through, but actually doesn't go his way. The kill comes through from Zero there. Snacks on the AWP though, firing off these pot shots. Looking so good as he gets the opener. Dead Fox with retaliation on towards Bialy. But there's Snacks to try and equalize the situation even more. Pasha eventually will deal some blows. And it just falls on Zero. On 1 versus 2, scavenges the AK, realizes it's time to back off. No chance of getting any more frags into the round.
Yeah, not enough HP to make that one work. Has to hold on, and going to be valiantly done as well, considering the situation they're in. He's going to want a little bit more money to work with when they go for their buys. But Pasha, he's on the hunt, spotted, and well, isolated. Zero's dead, and VP 10 rounds to 15 now. They've really clawed this back from what was quite dominant for HellRaisers. What was it at one point? Something like 15-4 or something silly. So VP actually made this look realistic. I don't know. Is it just me? I still feel like this is a HellRaisers game. Despite VP having this great showing, I feel like eventually HellRaisers will just crack the egg. Well, that's all it is. It's a moment, it's a matter of time. When you get into these situations where you have that 15th round on the board, it's so hard for you to claw it back into OT when you have such a crazy round lead. Sure, they've been able to link these together now, but still 5 rounds to go before we talk about that potential OT.
there is always a chance. It'll be interesting though. VP do look very good right now. Hindrance coming into this round though, as Deadfox unable to get out the AWP, the weapon that's been getting him some really vital openers.
Patch just spotted. Bondit can't get him. Bit of an aggro play over towards short, as well as the control that Deadfox has towards long, but no AWP to play with this one. As Bondit can't afford to get picked here. Neither can Deadfox, but Neo's looking for that. He's trying to find that opener. In the meantime, VP going to put a lot of aggression towards long, but look at Angel repositioning to join Deadfox. At least if he baits it out, Deadfox can go for the frags and actually peek out aggressively because they're all focusing on his position. Now, we need to see Angel peeking. He will. Quick kill. Nice work, though. HellRaisers, just as I say, they are going to pick it up. This is it. 5v1. It's all on Boyali. And as we said, while it was looking good for VP in terms of bringing it back, I still feel like this is a HellRaisers game, and those words echo through the very minds of HellRaisers right now. It's going to all be onto Boyali, and he is going to go absolutely nuts. I do not see it happening.
No chance at all. Spraydown comes through off the back. Bondic closed out, just as you said. HellRaisers, I mean, that is absolutely crazy. 2-0 the series up against Virtus Pro. They're going to be very happy with where that puts them in the standings as they work their way through.
I definitely want to see these updated standings soon when they're done, because that is just crazy. 4 out of 4 maps in the previous 2 days here. And they're against good teams. It's not like they've been beating, you know, teams that have only just made it up from Premier, for example. They're beating VP, they're beating G2. I mean, G2, when I say good team, you can argue for and against. At least in EPL, they haven't been good, but they've been good in other things. So, like Star Series, for example. So, it's a hard one to judge up. So you've got to give it to HellRaisers. They've really been stepping up as of late.
It's true. A very crazy feat for them as they work their way through that one. Why don't we take a look at those replays as well? See some of the key moments in that matchup that allowed them to propel themselves so highly.
Very, very good. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. But yeah, destroying our predictions once again. I feel like this week has been a week of upsets so far. We've still got one day tomorrow. We're obviously going to be bringing you more B-Stream broadcasts, Jackie and I, just for one more day this week as the broadcasts continue. And then I think we'll be back on something like the 28th. I think I'll be back there. So yeah, I mean, great performance so far from HellRaisers. A lot of upsets today. We've been seeing some great games. Na'Vi North was fun earlier on as well. That, obviously, if you missed it, went 1-1 on the split, and I think NIP won both of their games as well against LDLC, which is actually very, very good to see as well. You know, them actually having some resurgence after picking up Draken. Yeah,
crazy stuff, though, on these replays. You saw some fantastic moments that worked their way through. It was looking good, and it's interesting to see them being able to bring so much to the table. Obviously, Styko as well, just on this eco round as he turned his way through. You look at it, though, and you're thinking, okay, 59 at the highlights here. You're still going to think there's more highlights to come, but it's not, because it was such a dominant affair. They closed it down with a 16-10 scoreline. That's crazy. Both of these maps, they were a very dominant affair. It wasn't even like how Virtus Pro had that much to bring to the table in retaliation.
Yeah, not at all. I'm interested to see more of HellRaisers, and VP just, well, typical VP Online. What can you expect? It's very, very hard to really predict them. We did call it earlier. We said they were going to win 2-0, and frankly, we got that slap back in our face. So I know who I'm going to be sticking with next time.
It's true. Try and stick to your predictions. Why don't we take a look at the games that went down today as well? If we look at the results, just so we can see what happened over on that mainstream. Obviously, oh, actually there isn't the scores on there for the mainstream, but if we just go over as quickly as well, obviously 4-16 was the scoreline. It was a really crazy day as well. That first Na'Vi game, they got in 4 rounds on the board. It was very awkward. They didn't really bring too much to the table. Then 16-19 with Na'Vi being able to take the series 1-1. That went into OT, and we were like, oh, okay, this is pretty crazy. It's all kind of popping off. Then obviously 16-10, HellRaisers take that one, and as we just saw, 16-10 again, HellRaisers taking both maps with the same scoreline, looking absolutely crazy. Then working our way through, checking out the standings now, we can see where that has propelled them after these absolutely crazy wins. 5th place has been taken by HellRaisers. I mean, that is amazing.
And those wins as well from Na'Vi North earlier have forced them up from 3rd and 4th to 2nd and 3rd. Obviously, they're both still equal. It's only round difference separating them. Mousesport's still leading, but I'm not sure if that's going to remain too long, as we do see Na'Vi North and Astralis even creeping up on them, and HellRaisers for that matter. 7 and 5 is just, as you say, really, really something else. Even beating FaZe for the time being, and seeing the inconsistency of some of these French teams at the bottom, G2 and Envious, really quite surprising.
Yeah, it has shaped up very differently to sort of what we imagined as we work our way through there. Interesting to see sort of how things start to pace up now, especially as the changes come into effect with NIP making it from what essentially was the bottom spot. They were at the very bottom, now sitting at around sort of 8th place, I believe, as they've started to climb their way up. That's pretty good. Yeah,
I'm actually quite interested. I haven't seen any of their games yet because we've obviously been casting at the same time, but I'm interested to see what NIP are going to bring to the table now. How good are they with Draken? Because the fact of the matter is, you can say what you like, but as soon as they took out Pith and they put in Draken, suddenly they're winning all their games.
It's true. They've started to win all of their games to tear their way up. By the way, guys, if you did miss tonight's action as we are getting to the end of the stream, unfortunately, once you head over to our YouTube, you can catch all of the VODs there if you want to look through, see what goes on. You can see some of me and Hugo covering those games. But also, when you're there, don't forget to ring that bell, so make sure you stay updated with all the information we have. Hugo as well. Obviously, we've got to touch on it. The way teams make their way here. Mountain Dew League. If it wasn't for them, you wouldn't see a lot of these teams slipping their way into the Pro League and being able to bring their stuff on the table. So don't forget to check out Mountain Dew League as well. That's going on. You can see some fantastic games there when we're not around, bringing you this greatness. And Hugo, other than that, I think the last thing we have to do is, of course, touch on the fabulous guys that make this possible. It is going to be the sponsors. Obviously, ESEA, without them, there wouldn't be much going on. It'd be very somber, very quiet. It'd be a sad day. Pay safe, obviously, allowing you to pay people, Hugo. That's always what you want. You want money.
I do like that.
You love money. That's always good. And then Logitech G making everything possible. And, of course, Mountain Dew League, which we previously spoke about. Some great guys that have made all of this possible. Without them, it would be a bit of a shame. We'd be here. You know, there wouldn't be really any chairs. There wouldn't be a table. It'd be kind of sad.
I couldn't afford this nice jacket, you know. Wouldn't have been a nice day at all.
Did you actually buy that?
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't.
No, I rented it from ESL.
That's true. But there you have it, guys. You know, pretty much everything that we have time for today, it's all been closed down. The games are done. Me and Hugo are done. We'll just get back to the hotel and relax. We've got a bath together. It's going to be fabulous. But thank you guys for sticking around, watching the stream. Obviously, we are back tomorrow, same time, same place, but more fantastic Counter-Strike. Be there or be square.